Golden Fool set me up. Fool's Fate unalived me. Right behind me, oh, guys, before I get started, check out this poster I got from the Dragon Steel box from Brandon Sanderson. Isn't that cool? We don't put posters on the shelves. We put them over here, away from the books. Or the books we about to unhaul. Wow, it's been a while since I've done a Hobb video. I have to say, it's been a wild journey. I'm loving the entire experience, even though the past 2 years I've been utterly wrecked. Like, only Hobb can do that to you. You know what I mean? I don't even think I did intro, my goodness. Hey y'all, it's Chrissy. Welcome to the Purple Library. I love reading Hobb. First, I want to give a shout out to the Hobb Emotional Support Group. I see you, I stand in solidarity with you. I want to thank my actual sponsor, Penny. I appreciate you, I thank you. I called 1-800-HOBB support about a year ago, and all of you just surrounded me with love and support, and I got my little coin, and you know, my Hobb coin, and I've just been able to navigate with such protection and understanding in this community, and I just want to thank y'all so. And Hattie girl, I see you girl, and to those who've gone before me, Derry, Emily, I really appreciate y'all. Absolutely. To my Hobb Emotional Support sponsor, thank you for being here with me in the struggle as I finish up and I round off and I finish strong. If you are watching this video or too in need of support as you're reading The Realm of the Elderling, know we have a very vast and strong community here. I do have a couple more spots open for sponsorship. I think I got one more spot open, so you know, no competition. I see my mentees out there making a difference. Hobb Emotional Support Group. So I wanted to get up here. Here we are again, talking Hobb, back at the brick. It feels good to be back. Wow, where do I even start? This is a spoiler-free discussion about The Golden Fool and Fool's Fate, books 8 and 9 in the Tawny Man trilogy. I try not to spoil anything. If I do, honey, I didn't edit that thing out. Y'all ain't gonna know. I was fortunate enough to communicate with other people and talk to others who have read it, and they were so gracious and not spoiling anything for me, so I definitely want to pass on that sentiment to you. If you decide to read Hobb, I talk extensively about Hobb. I Realm of the Elderlings playlist, I'll link that in the description, so you can go back and see my complete journey over the past almost 2 years now. It's wild. I never thought it just sounded like a journey that was so fascinating to me. The Realm of the Elderling, it's a whole lot of things. At this stage in the game, your girl we're not gonna be synopsing. The Golden Fool. Wow. Let's look at those annotations. Lord have mercy, what am I gonna say? Well, okay, so I would describe book 8, The Golden Fool, as being the apex to the Realm of the Elderling. And now that I'm further along in it, it definitely was. And I could see how much Fitz has grown in this series. I can see his vulnerability a lot clearer. Still can't read a room. His self-awareness is lacking. I think that's more of a character flaw than it is something that we're gonna see him get used to or even be aware of. Poor thing, he had a really tough time growing up, and that has everything to do with the disposition that he is now. The great traits that he has, his loyalty, his resilience, his genius, his simplicity is just remarkable to read on page. You know, at this stage in the game, you know, being the age that Fitz is, it was very refreshing to see and to recognize some of those same connections you make when you're like in your mid 30s, you know, looking at 40. You know what I mean? Like, there's just some things you come to accept about yourself. It's like Fitz is just shedding off the expectations of his predecessors, of his mentors, of even some of the ideas that he had that were just trash. And then he keep the ones that he want to keep. And that's kind of like being an adult and coming into your own and standing on your own and your own beliefs in your truth. Definitely just love Fitz doing that. And I'm so glad he started to speak up and to defend and to question, you know, people around him. You know, he is no longer just following along, and he's taking life and he's taking the situation into his own hands. He's taking leadership. He's stepping into leadership, into his destiny, into his identity, his true identity. And he's no longer running from it. He's not afraid of it. Those are the great things. But on the other side of that, in doing that, his relationships have changed, especially with some of his closest friends. You know, that dynamic has changed. So since he's having this awareness and this strength of character and this, oh my goodness, I can be and do, everyone's like, yeah, Fitz, we already been told you that, but you won't listen. And also,
I'm here too, and I've been here said that to you. You weren't paying attention. You was just around here hurting me and saying mean things to me. You ain't made up for that. And
you really believe in I'm out here not caring about you. That seemed to be undertone leading up into book 8. And so we get here, and man, if the points didn't converge, y'all, oh, editing Chrissy, I'm praying for you, girl. Editing Chrissy, this for you. I appreciate you, girl. I know you here. You cropping and clipping. You zooming and flipping. I appreciate you. I just want to let you know that was a message for future Chrissy, editing Chrissy. I see you. I see you. I appreciate you. I do, girl. I do. Everything is converging in relationships, in Future of the Six Duchies, and in Bingtown and Calcea. Y'all know my head canon is trash. These are the names that I be saying in my head. And I listen to the audiobook. I know they enunciate them correctly, but it don't stick, and so it's fine. Even in the other places in this world, in the realm of the elderlings that we have been to at this point in the series, it's like, whoa, there was this one scene of the throne room scene. If you know, somebody was about to get a proposal for marriage, and folks show up, and Fitz, he says the wrong thing. One scene between him and that character was just, I literally read that. Let me see if I can find that chapter. Yep. I found it. Ooh.
Goodness gracious.
If you got your books, turn with me to page 278 and start there. Yeah. I had that tabbed at the top. That joke was tabbed at the top. I said, oh, I gotta tab that at the top. Let me tell you. Page 278. I had to read that passage, that scene, probably 4 times because it just, Rob and Hobb just structured that scene in a way that you had empathy for both individuals. Because you've been with these characters for years now on page. Like, you've been with them for years. So it's so earned. It was so satisfying in a very sad and kind of embarrassing. Like, it was like, should I be a part of this discussion? Intimate discussion y'all having? I don't think I need to be here. Like, and not because of content. Like, there's no content that's happening in this scene, but it's a discussion. And that's Robin Hobb. Like, her books are very rarely, except for where I'm at now, the Rain Rock Chronicles, there's a little bit of sexual content. Not like some of these other books out here. Okay. Not like Fourth Wing out this junk.
Nasty.
In the moment, as I'm reading through that scene, I'm just reading. You know, I'm experiencing all the things. Put the clip in where I had a... So the commentary from the floor is... What can I say about this? How am I even going to do a spoiler-free review about Golden Fool? Like, my review for, like, Fool's Errand was just as much trash. Perhaps there is some wisdom in just wrapping the whole thing up by the series and be like, you ain't going to be ready. That's the end of the review. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get this far in the book and you can't move on. You can't let go. Ooh, it's just like this weight. And it's like, Hobb, she makes you pay. Like, if you stay strong and you stay committed to the story and you don't impose your ideas of where you think the story is going to go, it will literally be one of the most amazing reading experiences you will have in your life. Like, I'm not kidding. Literally not kidding right now. Like, I'm wrecked. Like, I mean... I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the night. Like, carve all who? See, this is what I'm saying. Every time I pick up Hobb, she's always just slapping me in the face. And it's just like the audacity of her to do her readers like this. It is just ingenious. I mean, no wonder she's still making mad cash after 35 years. I'm just saying. I just can't, y'all. The Hobb effect. It is so real. Like, y'all, and you know, if no one else reads the book, I'm cool with that because I'm having the time of my life. I am utterly, condescendly, just irrevocably chastised in my heart for just all the things I feel right now. And I just freaking love this story. And poor old stinking Fifth, he has no idea what's happening. Oh my. Yeah, that's that scene. Now I'm able to actually verbalize it. I was not ready. And that's Robin. Like, she leads you down these paths and there's so many different things that you're looking for in the book. Gives you payoff in all of them. But not when you're expecting it, because she knows what's going to happen on the other end. It's her foreshadowing for me, y'all. I was kind of on like a month hiatus. Like, after I read a Hobb book, I was like, yeah, I need some time. Like, I went into a serious book hangover, but this mammoth right here, Fool's Fate, y'all. Let me take some time. Let's zone in and get in there. I thought Golden Fool took me down. Fool's Fate unalived me, and oh man, it's been a while. I haven't really talked about this book, y'all, so bear with me. Gosh, this book was so amazing, man. Why am I tearing up? This book, I started this video thinking I was gonna have a lot to say, figuring out where my words were gonna be, but it's been almost a year. This book was one of my favorite books of 2022. To date, it's one of my favorite Hobb books with Ship of Destiny. Ship of Destiny is different. That was an impactful story for a different reason, but this one is probably my favorite Fitz book to date. Robin Hobb's imaginations of together. I'm tearing up. I was not expecting to tear up thinking about this book. I cried like a baby. That's why we need the emotional support group, because the emotions, man. I think Derry was telling me that this was actually supposed to be the end of the Realm of the Elderlings. And so there is a finality to this book. There's still a lot of things that aren't answered. There's a lot of finality to the story and Fitz. I'm just so proud of him and those that are surrounding him and the adventure that they went on, and to see other characters who I've come to know and to love as well, as much as Fitz. In a lot of aspects, I was holding a torch for so many characters, even from the first book. The payoff from Assassin's Apprentice to here is unmatched. There has not been a payoff in a book, and I'm not even at the end of the Realm of the Elderlings, but I just want to let you know, like, you get to Tawny Man, you will feel a sense of completion and satisfaction from seeing how Fitz was when he was a little boy. It's hitting me because it really hits close to home for me. Until now, sitting down and actually thinking about it and being able to process through my thoughts about the book, I appreciate Fitz's story. Although completely imaginative, there's just a vulnerability and an acceptance of your destiny and being who you are regardless, and persevering through life, because life be lifing. But for me, in my case, my future is secure in the Lord. In terms of Fitz, it's resiliency and those that surrounded him with love. He didn't even perceive love. Like, that's how his life went, that he was so tortured and just abandoned, emotionally abandoned to such a degree that when love came, when people were around him who've always been there, he sees them for what they are as people. Presentation here of someone who has characters like Fitz who were just much more than a stereotype. That his character arc and definition of family being changed and altered, I was just so satisfying. I'm gonna get myself together, give me a mind. Man. Oh! This series got me in a chokehold, man. Oh my goodness. And you guys, like, I haven't picked up this book and really thought about it since like December, and here we are in October, and I'm just now figuring out, hey, I think I can verbalize words. Everything is not necessarily tied up with a bow. There are some tragic things that happen, and there are some beautiful things that happen. The relationships get even more complex, and the magic is even more. And so where is this going? How? It's really causing me to reorient everything now that I'm in the Rainwild Chronicles. It's even reoriented my view of Fitz Chivalrous now, and his role, and everybody in the Six Duchies. And to just see so many characters were introduced in the Tawny Man trilogy, and the expanse of time, and to see Fitz navigating through all of these growing, dynamic, at times toxic relationships. It's just, yeah, this book, if you know, you know. So overall, do I recommend reading The Realm of the Elderlings? I do. Perhaps it's just a series that you come to at a certain point. Now that I am reading the fourth and final book in the Rainwild Chronicles, it's getting real for me. This was a really great time as well. I have a video coming talking about this series as well. Stay tuned. More Hobb content coming to the channel, y'all. 70% of the way through the fourth book. We're at the end, and I don't know if I'll be ready. So that's why it's important for you to have a Hobb sponsor. That's why you need an emotional Hobb support group, okay? 1-800-HOBB-HELP, okay? Well, they're gonna be here for you. There's people around the clock that you can call that can help you out, okay? Their channels will be linked below. And it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride, y'all. It's been a wild ride. Those are my incoherent thoughts. Golden Fool, Fool's Fate books 2 and 3 in Tawny Man trilogy. It's gonna be hard to say goodbye. Golden Fool set me up. Fool's Fate unalived me. But here I stand. If you're listening to me, that we're all here for you, mentees, okay? It's not a race. You get there when you get there. It's taken me 2 years, maybe a little change, depending on where the end of this book take me or where the beginning. If you have read The Golden Fool or Fool's Fate, please try to keep your comments to spoiler free, or, do a tag, or, tag your comment and let me know you're talking spoilers. I don't want to be spoiled knowing what's going to happen going forward too. Please share your non-spoiler thoughts. Thank you so much for sitting here watching me just
Hobb did it to me again.
If you have ventured on and finished Realm of the Elderlings, I bid you adieu, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to the Hobb dissertation. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.